is a 3 years old Vaile colony. Today, they are going to get a new home. Well, it's actually an expansion to the current setup. Since this colony has 5 egg-laying queens, they grow fast. Especially during the spring and the summer, every colony show a massive amount of growth when comparing with other two seasons. Today is 27th of July 2021. Currently they live in these two test tubes. Their water levels are almost empty, so I'm going to take this as an advantage to make them move to their new nest so that I could clean it and give it back to them. Instead of adding a water source to their current nest, I have made a micro environment with better living conditions for them. I don't plan on shining a bright light to make the process faster, since I want to check how resilient these girls are to move to a new place. There you go. The ant you see now is called a scout. In an ant colony, there are different castes. The scout's job is to find food sources for their team. Every food source is initially found by one scout. First, the scouts will fill their primary stomach with the food in a liquid form. Ants don't have teeth, hence they can't eat. If anything goes into their stomach, it should be a liquid. Once the primary stomach is full, the scouts will fill their secondary stomach to store food for their colony. Then the scouts follow their pheromone trail back to the mother nest and transmit their information to their team using the elbow-shaped antenna. Then they start feeding their fellow team members using their mouth. Remember, they have stored food in their secondary stomach. This process is called prophylaxis. Today is 15th of August 2021. They have taken over the whole area. Pretty much, it's like a newly opened town. Very crowded. But my question is, why have they covered the sugar tube with dead bodies? They could have covered it with sand. But why did they decide to go with dead ants instead of selecting sand? You can see all the three test tubes are being used here. If you look closely, you can see they have started bringing in larvae and eggs as well, which indicates either they have decided to expand their nest or they are in the process of moving their whole colony to the new area. This is very tricky. This can take days, weeks, even months. If you're following Ant Sri Lanka, a few weeks ago I have asked a question: who will be the lucky colony to get this as their nest? One of you have said that it's going to be the home for our Camponotus colony. Actually, it was a nest for our 1-year-old weaver ants colony. In Sri Lanka, we call them as Dimia. The species we can see in Sri Lanka is orange color. I still wonder why queen is green color and workers are orange color. But in Australia, where I currently live, weaver ants are green color. Even the workers are fully green. If you are following me, you already know my colony is so friendly. I mean, for real. They don't bite, neither spray formic acid. I don't know why. After connecting the tubes, they took around 3 days to discover this area. As always, only one worker discovered this area. As time goes by, more workers started exploring the environment. I was so happy and excited to see them building their natural nest on this anthurium plant. It looked like they are running out of energy. I did not know what to do. I'm pretty sure I washed the plant thoroughly, but I did not use soap. Could they be dying due to pesticides? Could this be something else? I was lost, guys. I took the plant out, washed it thoroughly with soap, and put it back again. Again, the results were same. They keep dying. Because of this, I lost around 7 to 10 workers. They started dying as soon as they are in contact with the plant. Could the anthurium be poisonous for ants as well? I know anthurium could cause irritations for humans if they eat leaves or flowers. So, my assumption is if it could cause irritations for humans, ants are smaller species than human species, right? Even a small portion could make a big difference. So, I have decided to dismantle the whole setup and start from the scratch again. I don't know what I will build for my weaver ants. They are outgrowing so fast. This is the queen whom I try to introduce to a worker from a different colony. One of my bull ant queens died and left her worker alone. I also had this queen for more than a year now, and still she has no eggs. Look how they react to each other. They did this for almost 3 days, guys, which was not a good sign. I think they both wanted to take control over one another. Neither of them wanted to surrender. I knew that I could risk their life if I leave them. So I have decided to separate them. After a few days, the worker passed away and Queen is back in her setup. Still no eggs as It's been a long episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.